right? 30% of US high schoolers don't graduate. Okay, that's one implication of the old model, right? In 17 of the 50th largest school districts, it's 50% of people who do not get their high school degree. They don't graduate. They drop out. For African Americans and Latinos, it's 50% that actually drop out. So that's okay if you're in 1950 and the job's being created are blue collar, right? There's plenty of work and it's good paying and you get a pension and right on, and you retire. If it's in 2011 where the jobs are white collar and you need advanced training and post-secondary training to get those jobs, it's a crisis. So we have a crisis. And by the way, what these folks told me 25 years ago was, this is theory. We believe as leaders and social scientists, this is the challenge that you guys are going to face. So we're telling you this as theory. Now, 25 years later, we have scientists that can stand up on the stage and tell you there's actually science behind it. Back then it was, you need to make this leap and believe this is what you're going to be dealing with. And so, as a result of this, the fastest growing segments of our society are 2 times more likely to be unemployed, 8 times more likely to be imprisoned. And the impact of this is $345 billion a year. Okay, a little perspective, that's greater than the GDP of most countries on Earth. If you went and looked at a list, it's probably greater than every country on Earth except the top 40. It's real money. It's not like table stakes, right? So it's a crisis, and we're all in it together. So how does this compare to what's happening around the rest of the world? Because this is all self-referential to our country. What does this mean? How does this fit into what's happening around the globe, right? Under 30% of the US population has a college degree today. And that number, for the first time, is expected to go down because of these demographic shifts. So we'll be the first generation where fewer adults have a college degree than a prior generation. In India and China, it's less than 5%. That number is expected to go up dramatically. To put some actual hard numbers on it, they will need 10 million seats in India in college by 2020, right? Their goal is 30 million because they want to make sure they cover the hole they have to meet, right? So conclusion, the game is just getting started. We're out of steam. Everybody else is just getting geared up, and we're out of steam because of our history, because of the ideas that our institutions were built around. Now, here's the good news, right? Paradigms can be reflected in your business model. Translation, you can have a different idea about the world and build a business model that actually changes it. So here's what, if you were to build a new university today, using this new paradigm, what would it look like? Because I think we can. First off, it would be accredited and self-paced and competency-based. And what that means is accredited means it's real, it's recognized. People recognize the value of the degree. It's self-paced. You can go at a pace that's appropriate for you, right? It would also be, the faculty would function as coaches as opposed to lecturers, right? It would be affordable. In other words, you could pay out of your pocket for this. You don't have to borrow. You don't have to take out enormous amounts of debt, right? And finally, all the content, all the stuff that's really important, the content, the feedback, the assessments, all this stuff that you need to be successful as a student will be available for free online. Why? Because we can do it, and we want you to be successful. That's why.